The Calgary Surge came oh so close in the CEBL final, but the Niagara River Lions staved off a late push in the fourth quarter to win their second straight title. TSN Salim Valji joining us this morning. Salim, thanks for taking time for us. And I guess let's just start with last night's game. They came so close there with, I think, about 5 minutes left. Just couldn't quite keep the push going. What was your take on the final game?
First of all, Jefferson, just a really exciting back and forth game. It looked like it was getting out of hand at different points. Niagara had a double-digit lead. They had runs. They came out of the first half really, really strong. I think Calgary was hampered a little bit by some bad shooting in the first half. They were typically this season, Jefferson, a team that got better as the game went along, but I think they were just 3 for 19 from the three-point line in that first half. And you have to give a lot of credit to Niagara with their championship pedigree and how they continually made clutch shots. And for the Calgary Surge, there were a couple of crucial late missed free throws near the end of that game, and that first half shooting that they couldn't get over. Overall, an incredibly strong season and a really tight and exciting game, but you could tell how much they geared up for this trilogy season. And once again, ends, unfortunately, with a little bit of heartbreak.
Yeah, so tough. Let's talk more about the season. I think, lots of people calling this team like a pretty great defensive juggernaut. Was that be how you characterize them and just talk about how they developed over the season?
For sure. It really was strong from start to finish. And you talk about defensive juggernaut, Jefferson. I look at Jameer Nelson Jr., and I think someone else said it. He is knocking on the door of the NBA. He had an incredible campaign. I think he was named the Defensive Player of the Year in the league as well. He was fast. He had great hands, great anticipation. And he was actually a really clutch shooter himself. So he did it at both ends of the floor. And then you look at others, Greg Brown III and Gabe Osabuoye. Just you felt like the identity was clear early on under head coach Caleb Canales. And that's what you want in a short, compressed league like this. You want to know who you are early. It was evident that they had championship aspirations, and the old saying, defense does win championships. The Surge really proved that to be accurate, and you knew what you were going to get from them night in and night out. And in terms of that defensive identity, it starts, I think, with Jameer Nelson Jr. and then someone like Ruggsy Miller-Moore, who's been here for a few years and really has become a little bit of a fan favorite and cemented in Calgary sports conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about the fans. Obviously, 3 incredible seasons to start the run here in Calgary for the Surge. How has the fan base grown?
I think it's growing in a really healthy fashion. I give a ton of credit to owner Jason Ribeiro for co-owner Jason Ribeiro for how he's built it publicly, and Usman Tayer-Jute, the other owner, they've done a really nice job of rooting this in the community. I live in Eau Claire, and just a few blocks from me, there's a community basketball court right by where I live, and they were instrumental in that. And you look at the fact they had the 88s jerseys on during that crucial championship game. They've honored the roots of basketball in this city. WinSport is electric. You can tell players really enjoy playing there. It's a family-friendly atmosphere. I have friends who have kids that love bringing their kids out. The players are accessible. I think they've grown it in a really nice fashion, and it's fun to see pro basketball here starting to become part of the city's sports conversation.
Yeah, very cool. Great season. Hopefully next year they can put it away and finish on top, but a fun game to watch last night for sure. Thanks, Salim. Always appreciate your time. That is TSN Salim Valji.